Hello all, hope you it's goo. Welcome back to Europe Universalis 4 with Westphalia. So last time I kind of chunked the Commonwealth. I've got 3 of their states under my control now. So we're looking kind of nice. Bear in mind that one of the states of course includes Krakow. So I'll have access to the Cloth Hall, giving me a couple extra merchants for the campaign when I get that fully upgraded. That's going to be nice. So I'm going to send my mercs over to Poland actually. And I'm going to tell the rebels to come by. I'll just invite them out for a cup of tea. As a German-based nation in Poland, I'm going to invite them to the British invitation of having a sip of tea. All is as it must be. So, what have I got left to core? Nothing, actually. The rest of it is the land that's going to become... is being statified. However, that will bring the autonomy floor down by finishing the cause of the statifiers, so that's worth it. I'm now back to positive manpower. It happens sometimes. And let's ask these rebels to come by. Oh good, they dropped off in Krakow. That's actually kind of handy. Krakow's a fort, meaning I'll grab the defensive battle. And they've got insufficient support because, as you probably just saw, the separatists and rebel types basically get given a lower ratio for their cavalry. Most nations get 50% by default, unless you're a horde where you're given extra. And I think you used to get extra as different tech groups as well. I don't know if you still do, but I believe the Muslim tech group, so nations like, you know, at the moment Egypt and Persia and the like, I believe the Muslim tech group used to be given a 10% cavalry combat ratio increase. I don't know how true that still is right off the top of my head right now. Maybe, maybe not. And yes, Frankfurt and Cologne had their administration expanded so they can have their mill that they already have and the soldiers' households. So lots more manpower for me. And actually, yeah, I'm going to get a lot more manpower. I've still got loads of households being built. Oh, that's all going to come up me. I meant it as a like an everything's coming up Millhouse kind of style, but then I just sort of went off the rails with it. And the obvious winner was the English Channel. So the institution basically spawned on, well, not in my lands, but basically on me. Global Trade's a institution that usually just starts off the bat, so I'll gain a little bit of it, but I'm gaining it, granted. And then the institution source is probably here. No. It's going to be one of those English provinces. It's Calais. Oh, so you're telling me if I took... Oh, Russia, you're such a pain. I'm going to accept but do very little. Or piece myself out ASAP. This is not... that is not the war I'm looking for. I do want to fight the Ottomans though, but just on my terms. Russia's going to take this, which for now is fine. For now is fine. But anyway, my point is, I could take Calais and have global trade present in my land. They're allied to Portugal. And then just other random, less important people. Could be a thing. I might be forced to get involved here, actually. Because if not, the Ottomans will take my land. Also, what I could do is I could be the main occupier here, and I could piece myself out for extra land. Yeah. This is actually okay. You know what, France? You live today, but only because Russia got a bit too antsy. I will be coming for your land. Let's also just bring down the reinforcements then. I'm still under my force limit, which is okay. That just means that I have room for more. Which, of course, could either be extra cannons in the main stack, or just more manpower, army, like infantry in a backup stack, or turn the backup stack into a sieging stack. Lots of options there. Otto Derps, I am coming back for Constantinople. Russia, you're a silly Billy. This war was not necessary. And the Ottomans have their capital not in Hudavendigar? Amasya. Normally the Ottomans, when they lose Constantinople, normally put their capital into Hudavendigar. So why it's over there, I don't know. It's a very obscure choice for them to pick. Okay, let's go sit in Constantinople. I will get back my province. Thank you. And let's start sieging. Again, if I grab control of stuff directly, I can be the one in control. And then I could peace out for my own whims. Ragusa want to give me a loan. You can leave me alone? Is that what you mean? So, new general. It's pretty bogus, honestly. Let's get rid of an older general, though, because this new general at least has shock. Even if they have no maneuver, they've got pips everywhere else. And soon enough, when they get offensive ideas, they will pretty much be forced to have pips everywhere, because offensive gives general +1 shock, general +1 fire. It's pretty good in that sense. Offensive is good at guaranteeing that you have a little bit of attack within all of your generals, no matter how bad the rolls get. That's like one of the bonuses. Right, Ackerman is sieged. I'm sorry, Mikasa, someone had to do it. They really don't want me to bang this fort, do they? There we go. So, they're in Hunyard, but to be honest, Transylvanian Defensiveness says, welcome to our land, we hope you enjoy your stay. As they proceed to never lose a fort ever. So now, let's put you into Arta. This guy I'm going to manually choose to... I could put it on auto siege for provinces, but nah, I'm fine as I am. Transylvanian siege ability 35%. What the hell have you done? Defensive and offensive. Holy heck. This Transylvania's going hard. It's like they don't want me to get rid of them. But I'm sorry, Transylvania. I'm going to reclaim your cause, then integrate you in, buddy. You're just going to have to accept it. So yeah, my subjects are helping Russia lose war score here. But my occupations are giving me personal war score. So against the Ottomans right now, it's a 3% war. But I have 6%. I can continue to just siege. And for me, because I'm a belligerent in this war, the ticking war score is actually ignored. They could have, again, I'll use a dramatic example here. If the Ottomans had 40% war score from battles, and they had ticking war score, would put Russia at minus 50% war score. If I had them fully sieged, I would have 100% on the Ottomans. So Russia would have minus, 50 or whatever. Even though, of course, accounting for the occupations would put them at a positive, but ignore that. Let's just treat it as flat. Russia suffer the difference of the war score. So basically, war score can help you or hinder you as the main person of a war, as much as it can help you or hinder you as a belligerent of a war, which is kind of neat. Also, you're really going to try sieging down Trenchant, are you? Okay, let's get a Moxie on. So I can go try and save Trenchant. To be fair, even if they take Trenchant, it would be very easy for me to obtain it back. Because I'm right in the area. They wouldn't have their... I mean, I would be able to reinforce the return of the siege. And my ticks would be pretty quick in comparison. But no, I can just take them. We're good. So really my goal is to get to Amasya. So let's start working on that goal. I need... their capital to piece them out for as much as possible. So let's just go towards their land in Anatolia. I'm sure I could probably get a state or two out of this. Also, I'm just going to walk on through and see what the Ottomans do. Do they reinforce themselves? Do they do anything funny? Let's grab... I mean, my money dictates that I can pretty much grab whatever I want here. Let's grab inflation reduction. And I will upgrade to improve relations. I know I'm integrating Burgundy, but that's about to finish up anyway. So I'm not too fussed about the diplomatic reputation. But I will look forward to the improved relations to keep people sort of happy. So yeah, I pretty much just can just walk through the Ottomans here. I may use the Merc Company to do some fighting, because that sounds fun. Okay, let's see here. Frankfurt have a bastion. I'm tempted to take the noble one, just for the loyalty, but honestly, Holstein having a market sounds very profitable. It's currently building the soldier's household, but once that's done, I can then give it the trade centre. Or marketplace. So this event, by the way, would be stability or prestige, but because I'm at max stability, it forces to give me admin power. It goes, wait, we can't give you stability. It's basically how the game triggers it. Also, you're down here besieging Arta. You need a general? I'm going to try fighting them. I'm curious. I can de-siege it if I want, but I just want to see what a fight looks like. Oh, okay, I'm actually doing pretty good versus the Ottomans at the moment. Take our wins where we can get them. And let's go back to assist the subjects. My single main stack can do the heavy lifting here. considering it's covered with its artillery size. So yeah, Ottoman's are going to go and try and de-siege their crap. And I have a province with global trade already. Good stuff. That will just amplify itself. Memmington's left the coalition. See, people realise I'm not as big as scary as what I am. As what they think I am. I am actually as big and scary as I am. That's the difference. Or whatever. So they're going to try and probably just break my mercs? Nope, everybody's running away. Okay. We're not going to siege back Zagreb though. It's not... Oh, Belgrade, sorry. Not Zagreb. I'm going to Zagrab your land though. What's my current war score? I'm 15%. Yeah, the battles are helping with the Russian war score. But once I leave the war, it will then just be a toe-to-toe. And there we go. I'm just gonna keep you. Get rid of you. 2,000 horses wildly, randomly just around. Get rid of you. This 16k can join the 1k cannons. And that's either a second big stack or it will go with the big stack entirely. One of the two. We'll figure that out when the time comes. I'm however still within my means to sustain this. And let's grab the new states as such. Neat. That will just accumulate the prosperity. I'm over GovCap, don't worry about it. I'll be Tech 17 soon. Adds 250. Modify that by a further, what is it, 20% for admin? Yeah. So essentially that will give me 300. GovCap. So I'm not too worried. Also I can build courthouses. But let's not forget. Okay, Holstein's not quite there yet. I didn't forget, so we'll see what happens when I forget later. I haven't forgotten now, we'll forget in the future. So, as for subjects, I still have Ansbach and Transylvania. Let's put a diplomat on subject countries, improve their relations back again. I think the relations have been deteriorating a smidge. Okay, let's lose gov reform progress. No worries. Siege view please, and let's bang the fort. This is their capital, so this should give me plenty of war score. And yeah, they're not gonna come fight me. Amasya sieged. However, I do need to go to Constantinople. So let's take Ankara, then peace out, I think. So yeah, it was worth the decision to come along and help Russia, actually. It both better protected my borders and will lead to land. It's good stuff. If I need to get back across with the main units now, I could siege Coccacelli or Biga. Preferably probably Biga at this point, because they might take Constantinople. And then I could just say, hey, I own both sides of the crossing, you can put your ships where you like. Unlucky. However, I want to use my mercs to deal with the Constantinople siege, and then use the manpower units to deal with their counter sieging here. So Ankara falls now. Nice, good, 71%. Wasn't exactly a hard predict, was it? You're taking damage. I'm gonna come siege them in. I'm gonna come attack them in Bucharest. Let's get them off Sinop as a final good service to Russia, then I will peace them out and I will leave them to their whim. So, Ottomans, I have 29%. Is that it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take... Cocelli. Can I take the entire Hunde-Venegar state? Yes, I can. I'm going to take Hunde-Venegar state. The whole thing. I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. Give me money. We're out. Nice. Very simple war. Very simple. So there you go. Didn't quite fight France, but I fought Ottomans. So a little bit of a turnaround. Then I can get ready to go fight France, because that was also a nice little intermission to keep my manpower going. Holstein is still going, I imagine. It's done. Let's grab the marketplace while I'm hovering on it then. And as for the soldiers' households, yeah, we can get a couple extra of those in. Looking real nice. There's going to be, because that unit's not black flagged, I'll have to tell it to retarget itself. There we go. Let's speed the game speed back up. There we go. Let's zoom a little here. So yeah, I didn't get much from the Ottomans, but considering it was a war that I didn't start, that was pretty decent. Oh, look at the coalition just fall apart. Oh no, you beat the Ottomans. We all need to leave now. Yes, yes you do. Let's go dip tech cost. I'll just put bird manor into pointless scrap and development. Okay, you're going there. You're going here-ish, wherever. Where's somewhere with good supply then? This one does the job. There we go. So now, everything I had occupied is deoccupied. Russia is just attacking the Ottomans. And I've given them the leg up to win to take a little smidge. So if they start to lose, it's on them. And if they start to fall back, if I was them and I started to have to fall back against the Ottomans, I'd piece them out now for just like 1 or 2 provinces. Just to ensure I had something out of the war. But that's just me. What do I know? So at the moment, I'm converting all 3 provinces. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to statefy it yet. I'm going to increase autonomy. All of the unrest comes from an active missionary and having the wrong religion right now. So the intolerance will go, the active missionary will go, and tolerance of the true faith will kick in. Which at the moment with Muslim is a 9 swing difference. I'd go from -2 unrest to positive, well, you know, -7.3 unrest. So it's a whole bunch of swing. I'm not fussed about the Ottoman separatists as they show. And also it's very cheap to core this. If I can though, I'll probably wait until Tech 17 because that's on the horizon. Makes it even cheaper. Right, let's fix this. 12 cannons goes into this stack. Right, okay. So 12 cannons goes into this stack. I want... What's our combat width? I want 30 cannons in this stack because that will fill the back row. They shouldn't take damage, so I shouldn't ever lose a set of units. This goes into the 20k stack, which is just stranded in Ansbach. Oh, come on. Can I get access through Nuremberg for like a hot minute? I need to take neighbouring provinces here just to get myself through without having to do that shenanigans. And then I'll cancel the access. I don't want the relation. What used to happen in the game is guaranteeing independence used to take up a relation slot. So if you release enough people in a war, you basically just eat your dip power from just guaranteeing a whole bunch of people. So yeah, for now this is a mini sieging stack, even though it's still a reinforcement stack for all purposes. Let's drill for a couple months, get back some men, and then maybe attack France soon. So, Avignon, Dithmarsh, Aragon, and Venice. And Venice. Venice, why must you be everywhere? I could, again, when I called in Castile, that would turn the tide. I'd still need to deal with goddamn Venice, who apparently may ally me. But I don't want to ally Venice. I could ally Venice, call them into a war against Austria, keep them in the war, attack France while I'm doing that. But I'd probably just rather wait for a little bit of manpower. Or do we start a war versus Austria now and do that war? Allied with some people, not really fussed, cleansing a heresy. Sweden and Castile will both come in. Okay, new plan. Castile deals with Aragon. I get Aragon to annul alliance with France. Does Venice appear as oh no, they're reformed. Baden, Tuscany, Munich, Landshut. Baden. So I'd keep Mercs somewhere around, say, I don't know, here-ish. Or down here, ready to attack into Landshut. Let's get moving. And now I have to wait for my morale to reappear on my manpower army. Oopsie daisy. Can I do anything funky to the Commonwealth while I wait? Global trade power for 5 years. Or can I sabotage your recruitment again? What's their manpower situation? 19k. I would love to sabotage recruitment again. Keep them down. And my truce with them expires in 9 years' time. Also, what the hell? My name's over here now. I definitely need to expand here. The name needs to stretch across. I don't like Westphalia being here. That's more like the east of Phalia. This is like the west of Phalia. So yeah, let's finish Transylvania's borders, then integrate them. I think will be the plan. They're an amazing vassal, don't get me wrong. But I would quite like to see them be cream instead of white. So, declare war, cleansing a heresy, call in the guys. Nice. I know I'm not quite at full morale, but this is okay. I'm okay with it if you are. If you're not okay with it, then you're welcome. Let's just continue doing soldiers' households in the important provinces and gain more prestige, sure. Tech 17's a little off, so maybe... Oh no, I'm actually really close by. It's not a little off. That's false advertising. 917 and I'm at 900. Well, 899. So yeah. There we go. I think we'll end this episode here. So thank you for watching and I'll catch you again soon.